Hey, Rainmakers! How are you all doing? I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful, happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, right? Yeah, Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Um, for everybody that went to, or no, let me switch that. For everybody that did not go to the regional trainings on last weekend, let me say this: you missed it. I was gonna say God, but I didn't want to feel bad that bad. But you missed it. It was really, 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 really great. Um, Senior Vice President Carlos Anderson did a phenomenal job. I mean, a phenomenal job. I was so godly proud of him. Just stepped into Pastor McKnight's shoes and went on. Can I tell you? He went on. We are really gonna have to bring him to the Gainesville market. And for those of you, I know sometimes it's hard for us to get Pastor McKnight to come to. I would highly recommend bringing him to your market, whether Robin, if you need him to come to the Fort Lauderdale market. I know Sandy and Joel, they've already, I think, reached out to him for coming to the Warren Haven market. He'd be a great, great, great presenter. So do check him out. His story is just absolutely phenomenal. And I do believe, oh, I didn't know I had my headphones on. I do believe he'll be a great resource to you for someone to do presentations. He's an SVP, so he's got the proof that the business works. So I would do highly recommend having him. A week and a half ago, not a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, we started the Eric Worre training Formula One. And so we're going to finish that training on tonight. It is a little over 30 minutes. I think it's going to be about 40 minutes. So just hang tight with us. It is a phenomenal training. So because it's 9 o'clock and I don't want to keep you really long, I'm going to go straight into the training. And then I will see you all on next week. I hope you have a blessed, 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 wonderful week. So after the end of the training, I probably won't say anything. I'll probably just sign off. So I'm going to sign off right now. This is your Executive Director, Cheryl Thomas. I'm so excited. I just joined the new training program, Master the Game. So I'm looking for us to all up our game level. I'm upping my game level and looking forward to really, really expanding this business. I will say before I leave, Platinum Senior Vice President Digna emphasized something that we've been talking about in our trainings, and that's about really, really getting your why crystal clear, why you're doing this business, why you started 5links, why you want financial freedom, why you want to come out of your jobs, why you're doing this business. I really, really want you to really work on that this week. What we'll probably start doing in our next trainings is start doing the presentations on this this vehicle in a couple of weeks. So the first thing that you have to get down before you do your presentation is your why you're doing this business, because that's going to be a big part of presenting, is letting people know why you're doing what you're doing and how it can benefit them. So I really want you to work on that for this week, because we're going to start rotating on our training nights, and we're going to start listening to each other present. We're going to start offering some constructive feedback so that we get better. Because what they'll always tell you is the people that get paid are the people that present. So that we all want to get paid. Raise your hand and say yes if you want to get paid. Yes. So we're all going to present. But I want to do it in an environment where we can all feel comfortable presenting to each other first, getting constructive feedback from each other, even listening to each other and gathering clues from each other, but learning how to be yourself when you're presenting as well. So I'm going to go ahead and share the Eric Worre second half of the presentation, and I look to see you all soon. So I'm going to share my screen, and then we're going to go straight to that presentation. Okay. Come on now. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to refresh. So hang tight with me for just a moment. We can get this going. Okay, let's just see. Here we go. Let's see. Friday.
Of the church, and now you're connected on a completely different level. So if there's ever any doubts, you have a community to go to be able to talk about how to succeed in life, how to succeed in that particular situation. The same thing's true in network marketing. If you will connect yourself and make friends inside your company, those friendships will serve you so tremendously well, because sometimes you don't want to hear what your upline has to say because they have a financial commitment or a financial interest in your success or failure. But if you have a friend in the business that's not necessarily tied to you financially, sometimes you can call them and say, I'm struggling with this. Can you help me with that? The more friends you make, the better. So go to your local event. Shake everybody's hands. Get their contact information. Friend them up on Facebook. Connect with them on Twitter. Whatever it is. Start to follow their life. Start to see what's going on. Start to surround yourself with like-minded people. That will serve you tremendously well as you start your business. I hope you're enjoying this so far. I'm enjoying being able to share it with you. And when you're getting value in this, what I want you to be thinking about, one, is how you're going to use what I'm sharing with you for your own benefit. And two, how you're going to pass this information on to the next person. And you have a couple ways that you can do that. You can pass it on directly by taking notes with everything that we're talking about and sitting down with a person going through it personally, or you can connect them with me through this product. Same thing as you're attending. The people that you're getting involved, you can connect with me, and I'll go through this the same way as I'm going through it with you, okay? So I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to be your kind of virtual friend in this process. All right, let's take a minute and talk about some business stuff, some items that you need to think about as you're starting a business, because what most people don't understand is the act of starting your own business just by itself. If you don't already own a business and you start a network marketing business, the amount of tax benefits are enormous. But you need to think about some things as you start, okay? One, I'm not a tax advisor. I'm not advising you in any direction. But what I will tell you is if you talk to your tax professional and you think about this, you can really see some tremendous benefits. I will tell you right now, if you just got involved, use your products throughout the year, in almost every case, I'm not going to say every single case, but in almost every case that I'm aware of, your products will essentially be free. Your expenses on starting your business will essentially be free because of the tax benefits that you will enjoy just by starting your own business. So there's some things you need to think about with that. One, track expenses. What are the expenses that you're using for your business? Make sure that you track those, okay? And save those receipts, take care of all that stuff. Keep good accounts. If you want to, you don't have to do this right away, but if you wanted to open up a new credit card just for your business, or a new checking account with maybe a debit card, credit card, just for your business, keep all of those business expenses together. Keep good accounts. The next thing I will tell you is in almost every case in network marketing, you're treated as an independent contractor. In other words, it's your job to save for taxes. It's not somebody else's job to withhold the taxes. All that money you get in a check isn't all yours to keep. Some is going to be due to the government in the form of taxes. So find out from your tax advisor how much you should be taking out of every single check as an estimate to make sure that you have ready at any moment enough to be able to pay your taxes on your network marketing income. And I'm going to give you one more piece of advice on when it comes to kind of your future and your network marketing money. If you have the ability, I would encourage you strongly to not spend your network marketing money. Don't spend it. Have that be your future. Have that be your retirement. Have that be your retire your spouse fund. Have that be something else. Try not to spend your network marketing money. Because imagine, let's say you have enough to pay the bills with your job, your quote-unquote job that you have today. Say that you have that. And you start building a network marketing income and you don't spend it. You're just building it. It goes into investments and it goes into retirement and it goes into college funds. It goes into all these different things to expand your life versus spending it all, 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 spending it all. You know, which would you rather have? If you have the ability to do it anyway, you probably don't need to spend it all right this second. A lot of us in the world today are addicted to instant gratification. As soon as we get an extra nickel, it's burning a hole in our pocket. We want to spend it all. Again, maybe take your full-time job, because most of you are part-time in network marketing. If you're part-time in network marketing, take your full-time income from your job and use that to pay the bills. Take your part-time income from network marketing and use that to create your future. Imagine 5 years down the road and let's say all you made was $100,000, $20,000 a year for the next 5 years. But you now had $100,000 in the bank, earning interest or in investments, earning a return on the investment, or maybe in a piece of property, earning cash flow from a piece of property. That would be pretty cool. What if over 10 years you were moderately successful and you were making $100,000 a year, let's say, in network marketing over 10 years? That's $1 million. Now you could, 10 years from now, you could either have made $1 million and have spent every penny, or you could have had your income and earned an extra $1 million and have that creating your future. It's really up to you, but after having earned a lot of money and spent a lot of money and watched a lot of successful and not so successful people go through the financial, ins and outs over the course of the years, what I would prefer is that you never get behind on your taxes. What I would prefer is that you build a future, not just a cash flow life where you're broke at the end of every month and you're spending every penny and you're making obligations really, really fast, faster sometimes than the income comes in. And now you're on the treadmill instead of getting freedom. I think the greatest status symbol in the world today, it's not a car. It's not a cool watch. It's not jewelry. It's not even a fancy house. You know what it is? Debt-free. Imagine if you just use your network marketing money to become debt-free. You didn't use it to buy anything else. You just used it to get free. Take the chains off. Let them drop. What if that was all you did for most of you that have debt right now? Some of you have student loans. Some of you have credit card debt. Some of you have a mortgage that's choking you. Some of you have obligations that are killing you and a car notes that are killing you. What if you could just use your network marketing money to get out of debt? Wouldn't that be cool to be free like that and have choices and options like that? That's what most people dream of. That's a status symbol, and that's what I would want for you. All right, let's talk about, now that we kind of set the stage in all these different directions, let's talk about getting your business going. How are we going to get you started? How are we going to help you get some results as quickly as possible? One of the first things I would recommend that you do is make your list. Create what I call an active candidate list. And I'm going to provide a link here to what I call the Ultimate Memory Jogger Workbook. And you can get this Ultimate Memory Jogger Workbook and fill that in. It'll give you something like 700 different categories to kind of jog your memory and have you think about the people that you know. And when you're going through this, you're going to be going through your Facebook friends. You're going to be going through your phone. You're going to be going through your email contacts list. And you're going to be just creating as many people as you could put onto that list. And then we're going to figure out a game plan to being able to teach you how to invite those people to take a look at your products and take a look at your opportunity, okay? So this is part of the work that we do in network marketing, and I don't want you to get overwhelmed because the reason why I call it an active candidate list is you're going to start today. I hope that you start today. Even if you haven't downloaded or got the Ultimate Memory Jogger workbook in front of you at the moment, if you just start with a piece of paper today, you pause this program and you start making names. You start writing down names. You start writing. Grab your phone, start writing. All I want you to do, the reason why I say active candidate list is every day I want you to add a few more list. Develop a new muscle every day. Try and add 2 more people. Try and add 2 more people. Try and add 2 more people. Over the course of the year, that's 700 more people. Over the course of 5 years, it's 3,500 people. And it's a muscle that top earners learn to do in network marketing. And inside of that Ultimate Memory Jogger workbook, you're going to see some different lists. I want you to think about who would be some of the easiest customer candidates that you have. Who do you think would most easily say yes to becoming one of your customers? And why don't we start with the easiest? We don't have to start with the toughest and the hardest and the meanest and the most negative. Let's start with the most positive, the people that like us the most, the people that care about us the most. And let's go to them thoughtfully, and I'm going to talk about that in a moment, thoughtfully to help them become a customer, okay? Second is, who do you think would be the most likely candidates to become a distributor? What you would call the easiest potential distributors. And let's make a list of 10 or 20 of those, maybe 10 or 20 of each. 10 or 20 of customers, 10 or 20 of distributors. And here's why I'm having you make this big list and then these smaller lists. The reason is I want you to have some success fast this week. I want you to have a positive experience by getting a customer. I want you to have a positive experience by getting a distributor. I want you to get a check. I want you to earn some commissions. I want you to go, oh my gosh, this can work for me. That would be really, really exciting for me. And I know that if we get you off to a quick start, then maybe you'll settle in to more of a commitment to learning the skills and ultimately becoming a network marketing professional. Those early results were so important for me. The fact that I was able to actually sign someone up, make a commission, it was so exciting for me. When I first got a check and it showed up in the mail, I was like, oh my gosh, this is real. This isn't just an idea now anymore. My business is actually making money. So once you have made these lists, right, the next thing you need to do is invite those people to take a look. Invite those people to become a customer. Now, I'm not going to go through all of the invitation processes here. What I would encourage you to do, the book Go Pro, the #1 best-selling book in all of network marketing, has the 7 skills to becoming a network marketing professional, including all the scripts of different approaches. I'm going to cover a few of them today, but I don't have enough time to cover all of them. If you get the CDs of the GoPro book, you can listen over and over and over and have it work for you. If you get the book itself, you can practice. But I do have a simple script book that just gives some basic scripts that you'll get as part of this program, okay? So if you have this script book, one of the things that I would like you to focus on at the beginning is what I call a support and practice approach. See, I believe that there's 3 different kinds of people. There's 3 different kinds of people on your list. There's hot market. These are your close friends and family. It's hot. I mean, they know everything about you. Then there's the warm market, people that you know, people that you're aware of, they're aware of you. You touch base from time to time. And then there's the cold market, people you don't know yet. And our job is to kind of move people from cold into warm and where we can talk to them about our business. But most people start with the hot market their close friends and family, and they do everything wrong. So let me save you some pain, okay? I want to save you some pain by telling you, please, until you listen to me with a support and practice approach. I know most of you probably already have violated what I'm about to say because you didn't watch this before you started calling that best friend or that family member, is until you learn the support and practice approach, don't talk to anybody. Just don't do it. Just save your enthusiasm, and let's, instead of like a little dog going to the bathroom all over the room because they're excited, let's take a moment and be intelligent, because we want you to have success and we want you to build a long-term career. How many times has somebody come to you jumping up and down and say, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I have this business and you'd be great for it and you need to take a look at it and we have the blah, 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 and they just verbally vomit on you. It's not attractive. It's not interesting. It's actually a little spooky. And sometimes we get so excited about having freedom and so excited about our chance for a future that we go a little overboard. And we can't believe that people said no. They decided not to become part of our business. So here's the support and practice approach. And it's talked about in this script book, the script book that we're talking about. It's listed there. It's, you know, there's a pretty specific formula for inviting someone. Step one is to tell them you're in a hurry. Listen, I don't have a lot of time. I'm running out the door. I've got to go. Step two is to compliment them. Step three is to do the invitation. And I'm going to encourage you in just about every case at the beginning of your business to use the support and practice approach. Here's what that is. I'll role play with you for a moment. Let's say you're my brother, and I call you up, my brother or my sister. And I call you up and say, hey, listen, hey, this is Eric. I don't have a lot of time. I'm running out the door, and I'm glad I caught you. I needed to talk to you. One of the things that I love about you so much is, as my brother or sister, you support me. You encourage me. Even if I make mistakes, you've got my back. And that means so much to me, that you love me as a brother that much, that you're willing to support me. And I just got started with a business, and I'm nervous. It's brand new to me. I'm just trying to figure it out, and I need someone to practice on. I need a friendly face. Can I practice with you? You know, I just need somebody to just go through the motions with me. Would you be willing to go through the motions with me and help me practice on my new business? I'd appreciate it so much. Support and practice. Now, what's your answer going to be if I come to you with that approach? You know, if I go to my mother and father and say, you know, listen, I appreciate your support so much. Thank you for your support over the years. I've started a new business. I need somebody to practice on. Can I practice with you? They're going to say, sure, come on, practice with me. Then you can go, and you're free to make mistakes now. You can go and share your product or your opportunity with them in a practice way that doesn't have to be perfect, that lets them see the opportunity if they want to. But if they're not interested, at the end you can say, would you support me by being one of my customers? Would you just support me by using the product? That would be great. You know, do you see an opportunity here for yourself? And you can find out if they want to do something with you. We could do it together. We can grow together. We can support each other. That would be great. But imagine if you go to all of your close friends and family with a support and practice approach, I promise you, your results will be 200, 300, 500, 1,000% better than going as like that blind, hungry dog in a butcher shop, you know, running around trying to get everyone, okay? So, inviting basics, just learn some invitation basics. You'll see that in the script book, some invitation basics, how to use a direct approach for some people, an indirect approach for some people, a super indirect approach for other people. This is something that you're going to need to practice a little bit. And the reason why the support and practice approach is so important at the very beginning is it doesn't require a lot of practice. You're just telling people, thanking them for their support, asking if you can practice with them, and then sharing what you have. It's really, really simple. Okay? So that's invitation basics. Next, let's talk about the launch. When you're getting ready to launch your business, you got the invitation basics down. What I would encourage you to do is a couple things. Number one, proclaim yourself. Tell the world that you're going to go all the way to the top. Burn your boats. Don't give yourself an out, right? Create a situation where you go tell the world that you're going to go, you're part of this company, and you're going to go all the way to the top. And you'd appreciate all the support that anybody's willing to give you. Proclaiming yourself to the world does something. It makes it a little bit more embarrassing for you to walk away. You know, it makes you have to consider the social aspects both ways of either doing it or not doing it. Okay? So proclaiming yourself is really, really important. The way I like to think about it is treat it like you're opening a restaurant. If you're opening a restaurant, you'd be inviting all of your friends and family, asking them to come check out the food offerings that you have, and check out the ambience and atmosphere. You'd be asking them for the opening to everybody. Tell your friends, please come tell your friends. Please come support me. Support me. We want to get this business off to a good start. Same thing true in your network marketing business. If you're using a support and practice approach, is look, would you share this with your friends? Would you tell anybody else that might be a customer? The starting of my business is really, really important. I'd really, really appreciate it. So if you kind of treat this like a race, your grand opening, like you really want to get going fast because you want to build some buzz and momentum, and you're talking to your friends and family saying, listen, as much support as you can give me, I'm willing to take. If you wanted to send somebody to my restaurant, I'm going to treat them really, really well. If you want to send somebody to become a customer in my network marketing company, I'm going to treat them really, really well. And I'm really going to be grateful to you for helping me launch my business properly, right? So it's like your grand opening. It's like, help me launch this thing properly. See, the one of the things that I want to do, I want this to accomplish for you, is I want you to get your product story fast, right? When you're using your product, I want you to have your story of what the product did for you and be able to have a fast story so you can start telling people. I want you to start getting some product sales fast. I want you to get some customers fast so you can start to tell the story. Hey, listen, I went and talked to 10 people and I got 4 customers or 5 customers. So not only, and I earned X, I earned some money from doing that. I want you to start getting some new distributors signed up fast, mostly because now you have the story. It's part of building a network is telling a story, right? And the story is, listen, I did this and I created this result. I talked to these people and I was able to create some new customers. I talked to these people and I started to build a network. And I helped those people do it, and they started to take off. And now the more you can tell your story, see, at the beginning, you're going to be telling other people's stories, right? Because you just got started. Let me tell you the story of this person, this person, this person, this person, this person inside of your company. But you want to create your story, your personal product story, your customer story, and your recruiting distributor story to as many people as possible. And to do that, you need to create it, okay? I want you to be able to get out there and get some results quickly. So let's get the low-hanging fruit. Let's get you something started, because I know that once that happens, I think you're going to get a lot more curious about the possibilities of the future. Let's talk about time management for a moment. A lot of people worry about, how am I going to manage my time? How am I going to figure out how to do this? Because I don't have a lot of time right now. Most of you got involved in network marketing going, I have no idea how I'm going to do this, because I don't feel like I have any time right now. How am I going to make it happen? Here's what I will tell you. A couple tips that really helped me in my career and helped millions of other people. Don't treat this like a business that you can do or not do on a daily basis. Treat this like a job. Treat this like a job where you have specific hours and you have to perform in those hours. See, some people join network marketing and they kind of casual. Some days that they'll work it, some days they won't. They haven't missed a job at their work, at the office. They haven't missed a day at the office for 10 years. But they get the tiniest little cold symptom and they say, well, I can't work my network marketing business today. They get the tiniest little thing comes in their way and they go, oh, I can't build my network marketing business today. So what I would tell you is treat this like a job. And that's number one. Number two is the best tip that I heard on time management and network marketing is network marketing success is built in 15-minute increments. 15-minute increments. What do I mean by that? A person is busy with their life, but then they carve out 15 minutes and then they go make phone calls. They carve out 15 minutes and they follow up. They carve out 15 minutes and they sit down and show somebody the product or the opportunity. They carve out 15 minutes and they invite people to an event. They carve out 15 minutes at a time. And if you're going to work 10 hours a week, that's, what is that, 40 15-minute blocks that you have in the week to be super effective. And the reason why this is such a fake out, okay, 10 hours a week, 40 15-minute blocks, oh my gosh, is in real life, most people don't put in 10 hours of real work at their office. Real work. That isn't just watching the computer, looking at stuff, talking to somebody, sitting in a meeting. Unproductive, but they figured out a way to kind of hide because everybody else is hiding in the job. Now, I know that isn't everybody, and I know I'm not pointing at you, but I'm telling you, if it's not you, you know somebody that doesn't put in 10 hours of real work, totally focused, totally productive, get it done, work. That's what I'm saying. If you're using these 10 hours for your future, you can get a tremendous amount done in 40, 15-minute blocks. You know what I mean? You can take 15 minutes on the way to work and you can make some phone calls. You could take 15 minutes during a break in the morning. You know, schedule a break from your work. I would never say, never steal from your employer and work during work time. But if you've got a break, take 15 minutes and make some calls. If you have a lunch, that's 4 15-minute blocks in an hour. Sit down with somebody over 4 15-minute blocks and share an opportunity with them. Share with them what you have going on. Or make phone calls or follow-ups or whatever. Breaks in the afternoon, on the way home, driving again, right? There's all this space in there. Put the, get the kids, have dinner, take a 15-minute block and do what you need to do. Maybe put the kids to bed, couple 2 or 3 15-minute blocks, and pretty soon you start to develop a daily method of operation, a daily routine that starts to emerge that gives you movement, results, activity, encouragement, right? Income. All of those things are created by your daily method of operation, what you do on a daily basis. All of us in our daily time are a slave to our habits, right? Whether they're good habits or bad habits. What I would encourage you to do is become a slave to good habits. Replace some bad habits with good ones. If you've been a procrastinator, if you let things steal your time, become a person that doesn't allow any of their time stolen. If you become a slave to your television, decide to to develop a habit of no television or very limited television. If you become a person that's addicted to the internet and cannot function without surfing your Facebook page for 2 or 3 hours a day, understand where that's taking you and where it may not be taking you. Some of you are slaves to your email inbox. You don't have to constantly be reacting to everyone else's agenda in your life. Figure out a system on a daily basis that'll help you do that. So that's some of the best advice I can give you in time management. The first thing I would tell you in time management is to take charge. Treat it like a job. 15-minute increments, right? Work through the steps of what's taking your time and what will help you build a future and decide what's important for you. Next thing I will tell you is the importance of personal development in network marketing. I can't describe to you how important this is. In the end, you only make what you are. You only earn what you become as a person. To have more, you need to become more. You need to work on yourself harder than you work on your products, harder than you work on anything else. Because in this business, unlike any other business, you are the only barrier to higher income. You're the only barrier. If you want to make more, you can become more, you can do more. If you want to do more, you need to become more. And I was forced to do this when I first got started in network marketing. You may or may not be forced to do this, but I will tell you there's some things that will help you in your personal development arena, because you can hide inside your company. And you don't have to be involved in personal development at all. You can just kind of go through the motions. You can make an income. But in network marketing, you'll be exposed for doing that. You need to constantly be working on yourself harder than you work on anything else. So I'm going to give you 4 things that will help you. 1 is your reading library. What are you reading? Take a few minutes every day, 15 to 30 minutes a day, and focus on reading something that will help you become better at communicating, better at leading, better at motivating, that will build you up and build your confidence. Your reading library is super important. And at the beginning of my career, I wasn't much of a reader. If I read 5 or 10 pages of a book, I'm immediately falling asleep. So the second thing was really important for me, and that was the listening library. Listening to people like Jim Rohn and Les Brown and Dennis Waitley and all these giants in personal development. You can listen to books on audio, right? The GoPro book is a great book to listen to over and over and over on audio. You can either get it online on Audible, or you can get it in CDs and put it onto your devices and listen to it. So what is your reading library? What are you reading on a daily basis? Leaders are readers. It's absolutely true. What are you listening to? Instead of knowing all the lyrics to every song on the radio, it might be better to fill your mind with great ideas from people who've gone before you. And they've taken decades of their life and they put it into something that you can purchase for a few dollars. I mean, why wouldn't you access that and fill your mind with that and listen to that all day versus listening to talk radio or listening to, top 40 or whatever it is that you listen to? So your reading library, your listening library, and your viewing library. What are you watching? Are there DVDs that you could watch? Are there videos that you could watch online? That's why I did networkmarketingpro.com. That's why I put up over 1,000 free videos there, because I know more people watch YouTube than are watching television. More people watch YouTube than are reading magazines or reading books. So I'm going to respond to that and create some viewing that will encourage people, that will take people in another direction. I'm not saying you have to do it. Your viewing library needs to be dominated by Network Marketing Pro, but it wouldn't hurt. There are a lot of things that you could watch that will help you, okay, from great speakers, great people that will inspire you. Another great place to watch and be inspired is a website called TED.com, TED.com. Some of the greatest thought leaders in the world with free ideas that you can watch at a moment's notice. It's spectacularly amazing what they do. So your reading library, your listening library, your viewing library, and 4th is attending events. Events that will make you better, events that will develop you personally. We have a few events inside of Network Marketing Pro. One is GoPro Recruiting Mastery at the end of every year. I'd highly recommend that you attend. It's a celebration of network marketing. It's generic. It's not any company specific. But we have a collection of the top leaders in network marketing. There's over 100 people in the room that make over $1 million a year in network marketing. People come from all over the world. You should be at that event once a year to fill yourself up. Occasionally I have smaller, different coaching events that I do, but whether it's that or it's a Anthony Robbins event or it's some Dale Carnegie speaking event in your local market or something that will make you better, find those things and attend them. Your company convention, I promise you, is going to be filled with great ideas. Your regional events that your company puts on are going to be filled with great ideas. Have that be part of your personal development plan. Because if you will focus on personal development, you'll focus on your growth, you'll focus on developing the skills necessary to become a network marketing professional, you'll never have to worry about getting lucky for the rest of your life. Everything will be taken care of, okay? So, I hope you're with me so far. I'm covering a lot of content in a short period of time, but I hope you take notes. And the good thing about this program is you can watch over and over and over again until you've got it. But I want this just to be an introduction for you, or a reintroduction for you, to believe in yourself and take this to another level. You deserve it. And the vehicle is there. All you got to do is get in and drive this vehicle, okay? That's why we call it Formula One. Formula One being, this is the formula, and it's step 1, Let's go make it happen. Formula One being a car, a vehicle that can go fast, this is what I want you to be able to do. I want you to get in, be comfortable, be encouraged, and start getting progress. All right, next thing I want to talk about is focus and consistency. We live in a distracted world, and network marketing itself is filled with distractions. When you get involved in network marketing, you start hearing about other companies and their products. You're going to be hearing about other systems and other people who are doing other things. Everybody's got a lot of ideas. What I would encourage you to do when you get involved with your companies, put the blinders on and commit that I'm going to be here a year from today, and I'm going to commit to the process of becoming better between now and that year. Take things a year at a time, not a day at a time. When I'm talking about focus and consistency, of course you're going to take your daily method of operation a day at a time, but focus and consistency is about a year at a time. Commit to the next 12 months. Make that happen. Evaluate. Commit again to the next 12 months. Make it happen. Evaluate. That's my strongest encouragement, because I see so many people get involved in network marketing and their head's like a swivel. They're looking at everything. They're online. And because they're on Facebook, they're seeing all these other network marketing things. Oh, so well, let me check out this and let me check out that. If you go check out all those different things all the time, you're going to be off track all the time. Focus where you are. Follow the people in your company that are having the biggest success. Do what they do. And put the blinders on and don't look right and don't look left. Look at what's working and commit to becoming better inside of that process. Okay? Next thing is the importance of events. Events are just vital in network marketing. You know, what I want you to do is commit now to attending all of your major company events. Just decide that you're not going to miss. It changed everything for me when I made the commitment to never missing a company convention. And there were times when I couldn't afford it. I would encourage you at your very beginning, you know, when I couldn't afford it, here's what I did. I got creative. It wasn't about the resources that I had. It was about how resourceful I could be. If I didn't have it, I could go sell some product and raise some money. I could go carpool with somebody and get to that event. I could sleep, you know, I could get a roommate and sleep with somebody else at the event. I could stay away from all the restaurants and room service, and I could go to the grocery store and make sandwiches or whatever I had to do. I could clear my calendar. But once I made the commitment to doing it, all the life change that I had in my career happened at major events. So I would encourage you, as you're starting your business or restarting it, to find out when the next company convention is outside of your hometown and register for it today. Get yourself registered for it. Get your hotel taken care of. Get your airfare taken care of. Decide that you're going to be there no matter what. Make that commitment, because if you'll make that commitment, change everything. All right, next is stories. In network marketing, we are storytellers, and very good paid storytellers, very highly paid storytellers. And there's some stories that you need to think about creating as you're starting your business. I just want you to jot these down, okay? Number one is your why network marketing story. So when people ask you, you can tell them, here's why I decided network marketing was for me. Here, my background was this, here's what I didn't like about it. I found network marketing as a solution to being able to do that, and that's why I made the decision. Whatever your story, well, why you made the decision, but you should be able to tell that in a couple minutes. Not 30 minutes, but a couple minutes. Somebody says, well, why network marketing? You got to be able to tell them that story. Second is your getting started story. This program might be part of your getting started story, where you say, you know, look, I got involved, I got this training program, and I decided to follow what he had to say, and here's what happened. I got started with the biggest package. I made a strong monthly product commitment. I decided to treat it serious. I decided to eliminate the distractions. I decided to make a few sacrifices. I decided to take a look at what was important for me. I put together a game plan. I used a support and practice approach with my prospects. And here's how it worked, and all these different things. So talking about this getting started process is inspiring, and you need to have the ability to tell that story. So that's your second story. Your third story is your product story. What you used the product, and what happened. You got to create that story, product or service, and how did that product or service benefits you. And in telling your story, people will see how it will benefit them. Your first 30-day story. You got involved on such and such a date, and here's what happened in my first 30 days. Now, if you've been involved for a while, you've been involved before, or you've been involved and haven't really done anything, you're really using this program to get serious, you can create a new first 30-day story. You can say, look, I was involved before, but I didn't really take it seriously, but on such and such a date, I decided to go after it, and here's what happened in the next 30 days. So to create that, why do we tell that story? To inspire people what they can do in their 30 days. So let's make your first 30-day story as powerful as we possibly can make it. Next story is your rank advancement story. You know, I got involved, and after this amount of time, I went to this rank. And this amount of time, I went to this rank. And this amount of time, I went to this rank. So your rank advancement story is very important. And another story is your success in the group story. So it's not about you. Let me tell you about this person's getting started story. Let me tell you why this person joined network marketing. Let me tell you what happened when this person used the product. Let me tell you what happened when this person got launched in their first 30 days. Let me tell you what happened when this person moved through the ranks. Or you can start talking about multiples of people. But learn to tell stories, because people listen to stories way more than they listen to facts. They remember stories way more than they listen to data and information. They remember the stories. When you go to an event, what do you remember from an event, typically? There was a story somewhere. And the story makes an impact. You know, you look at a lot of the great books, they're filled with stories. Right? Great programs are filled with stories. So develop your stories. Pay attention to your stories. Work on your stories. And become a good storyteller. It's fun to do. And you'll get great results doing it. Next is focus on skills. This is my strongest recommendation. When I decided to become a network marketing professional, it was after 3.5 years in network marketing. And I finally just decided, you know what? I'm just going to work on the skills, and I'm going to forget about trying to get lucky, looking for shortcuts, looking for magic systems or whatever. I'm just going to develop the skills. Now, the skills will make a career for you. The skills, you could be good and you don't have to worry about being lucky ever again. Now, what do we have that will help you with the skills? We have the Memory Jogger, Ultimate Memory Jogger workbook. We have the script book. The GoPro book by itself, or the audio book, will help you so much with the skills, I can't even describe it to you. It'll help so much. It's helped hundreds of thousands of people around the world. It will help you. The skills are the real thing. I found out that there's basically 3 things that you need to do in order to have massive success in network marketing. Number 1, you need to have a solid understanding of what it is that we have. The gift that we have of network marketing, being able to be an entrepreneur without all the risk, being able to create leverage through a group of people instead of everything being on you all the time, being able to expand beyond your geography, be able to build a business outside of your hometown without having to go there. I mean, the gift that we have inside of this great profession, network marketing, the understanding of it, once you understand it, you'll do whatever it takes in order to be able to reap the benefits of it. 2, so now understanding is number 1. 2 are the skills. You've got to develop the skills. If you develop the skills, everything's easy. If you don't develop the skills, you got to hope and pray that you get lucky. And the skills aren't hard. None of the skills are hard. They're all easy to learn. You have to work at them, but they're all learnable. Okay, so that's number 2 is the skills. And number 3 is you got to face your fears. Your fears of inadequacy, your fears of rejection, your fears of the unknown, fears embedded in you from when you were a little kid. And what I found is once understanding and skills fall into place, the fears get very small. But until you have a strong understanding, until you have strong skills, the fears are actually pretty significant. It's pretty scary to be able to do. So 1 is understanding, 2 are skills, and 3 is facing those fears, because most of them, not all of them, are an illusion, at least in network marketing. They're an illusion. When they're faced, it's like flipping on a...
Hey everybody, I am so sorry. It looks like the okay. Oh God damn it. I'm so sorry. It looks like our and it's not coming back. I thought it might come back, but I do apologize. We do have most of it. It was just about 5 more minutes of this presentation. I hope you were taking copious notes as we get ready to transition. I really believe God is using 2016 to take ReignMakers team to the top. So I'm so very excited that you are on board with us, and I look forward to seeing you. If not at the bank, on the beaches of the world. Good night, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Girl, I just looked. I looked up and saw